Hi and welcome to Geeks for Geeks. Can I have a quick +1 in the chat if I'm visible as well as equally audible? Let me just check the. Yeah, okay. Let me turn on my preview screen. Can I have a quick +1? Hi Pankhudi Gupta, thanks a lot for joining the session. Hi Vishal Gupta, hi. Ankita Kumari, hi. Okay. Okay. So today we would be, I think, good afternoon, sir. Yeah, Vishal Gupta, I can see your message. Hey, thanks for joining the session. Srijan Prakash, good afternoon. Okay, so we have 6 people joined. We won't be wasting any time further. We would be starting off. Okay, so today we would be doing yesterday's problem of the day, that is repeated string match. Okay, this is a string question and this question came in Google. This has a success percentage of around 450%. This is the medium level problem. Okay, so let's now move to the problem statement and understand what it is trying to tell us. So we are given two strings A and B, and we need to find the minimum number of times A has to be repeated such that B becomes the substring of the repeated string A. If B cannot be a substring of A, no matter how many times it is repeated, return -1. Okay. So now let us first understand what is a substring. Okay, substring is a contiguous set of string. Okay, that is a subpart. Okay, like subarray. Okay, so recently I got 3 star on Hacker Rank, sir, in problem solving. That's very good. Keep doing. Okay, suppose we have A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, so suppose this is a string S. Okay, and now I have B, C, and D. B, C, D is within S, so we can call this that B, C, D is a substring of S. Now, one more thing, okay, one more thing, that BCE, this also exists in the string, but this is not continuous, okay. That's the case, we can say that this is not a substring, okay. Substring is a subsequence which is continuous, okay. Good to go. So now we have understood. Now what the question is trying to tell us is that हमें दो string दिया जाएगा, एक string A, एक string B, okay, एंड हमें बताना है कि ये जो A string है वो कितना बार करने से, कितना बार मल्टीप्लाई करने से B उसका substring हो जाएगा. Okay, I am trying to tell you what is the question telling us. Okay, A, suppose this is A, B, C, D. So A, B, C, D, and we want C, D, A, then B, C, D, A, B. So let's see that A, B, C, D एक बार, फिर A, B and then C, D. So we can see that we have one A, B, C, D whole, and then one A, B, C, D is more required. So one A, B, C, D, and then again A, B, C, D. So now we can say that this is a substring. Why this is a substring? Because this occurs within this one. Okay, this is a, so how we have built this? We have built this by repeating A only. Okay, so now let us take the different another example. Till then tell me if I am clear with the problem explanation or not. Then we would move with the, first we are clear with the problem statement or not, then we would move on how we would solve this problem. Suppose we have A and then B is A, so A is already a string substring of A. That's the case, so we would be reporting only one because that is the case. So we need to tell that how many times this needs to be repeated such that the other string would be a substring of that. Okay, so am I clear with the problem explanation or not? Can I have a quick +1 from Pankhudi Gupta, from Vishal Gupta, from Ankita Kumari, from Srijan Prakash? Okay, Okay, Avankhudi Gupta replied with a +1. Can I have a +1 from Vishal, Srijan, Ankita Kumari, these all people? Thanks a lot, Srijan. Okay, so we have already got a 2 + 1. I expect a +1 from everyone else, but we would move on to the explanation. So now, how many times this needs to be repeated? Okay, so now one way to do this is that we have done one time, and then A, B, C, D. Okay, so we would check if B is a substring of this string or not. Now the next part is that we would again write A, B, C, D. Okay, and we would again check if B is a substring of this or not. And again we would write A, B, C, D, and we would check if this is a substring of this or not. Okay, thanks a lot, Bharti Kumari, Abhishek, Pothala, I was searching for you. Where you have been? You came late today. Okay, so Varun, thanks a lot. So we can see that now this is a substring. So what we can do is A को हम लोग ने बार बार लिख दिया, और every time we would be checking that what is if B is a substring or not. Okay, so that would make B very large, and number of times we need to check. How many number of times? Answer multiplied with B. Okay, multiplied with A, or A cross B. Okay, so answer we need to check this many number of times. Okay, so suppose the number of counting is 3, so we need to count 4. The if that is 4, and that would be the length of A and the length of B. Okay, so this is a notation that we depict that it is the string or length of the string. Okay, good to go. So can we optimize over this or not? So whenever you come across a equation, mainly in we can talk about like in code forces. Suppose we have A, B, C. Suppose a equation is given that A plus B is equals to C. Okay, and this seems a little bit difficult for you. Okay, so what you do is you try to simplify it. Okay, or you try to see it the other way. What do you mean by see it the other way? Like A plus B is equals to C can also be written as A is equals to C minus B. Okay, this is like that we would see it the other way. Okay, now many a times this is a common technique that we use is, suppose we have a question. Okay, we have a problem statement, and there would be an answer. So moving by solving that problem statement, coming to this answer seems a little bit difficult. Okay, so now what is the next thing that we can do? We can think that आंसर कैसा हो सकता है एंड आंसर क्या क्या हो सकता है. ओके, सो वी कैन थिंक इट द रिवर्स वे. हम लोग ने क्या करा था दैट वी आर गिवन अ प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट, वी आर गिवन अ प्रॉब्लम, and we would try to solve that problem to get to the answer. Okay, now it seems a little bit unsolvable. So what is the most common technique that many experienced programmers do is they try to limit their vision. They try to tunnel vision their approach by how? By trying to think that answer ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, this answer is not valid, this type of answer is not valid, this facilitates the extent of our solution. Okay, that we can know that see 6 multiple is not valid, 7 multiple won't be, can't be our answer. So what can be the multiple, what can be the answer? The answer can be a multiple from 4 to 10 itself. So this is the way. So what I'm trying to tell you, am I clear with this or not, that we try the reverse way. Okay, that answer kahan tak ja sakta hai. Okay, so we would do the same thing. Okay, we would do the same thing. Okay, now suppose to make B as a substring of A, what is the first thing that we want? Suppose the first thing is that, suppose we have a substring of length 4, okay, and we have a string of length 2. Okay, suppose we want to check if A, B, C, D is a substring of AB. सो वी नो दैट जो ए बी है उसका तो साइज ही छोटा है, तो कैसे वो सबस्ट्रिंग हो सकता है? दिस इज नॉट वैलिड. सो वी कैन से दैट व्हाट इज द कंक्लूजन है, वी कैन से लेंथ ऑफ ए should be greater than or equal to length of B, तभी ना A का substring B बन पाएगा. After that only B can be a substring of A. Okay, not other than that. Good to go. Okay, just a sec. Okay, sorry, I am suffering from extreme cold. Okay, that's why I was not feeling well. Okay, good to go. So now we would try to the length of A should be greater than B to make B a substring of A. So we can see that if A is less than B, what is the length of A? Length of A is 4 and length of B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, okay, good to go. This is 8. So we know that at least 2 times ABCD is required. At least 2 times ABCD is required to make B as a substring of A. So we can write ABCD and then ABCD. Okay. We each other and increase the count. At last, one approach each time which replace check whether it is a substring. Yeah, I told that approach that we are increasing the count and we would check, but that would be the count multiplied with each time we need to check. So for checking if A is a substring of B, that would give us a time complexity of count multiplied with the length of A cross B. Okay, so we need to optimize upon that. Okay, we are trying to optimize upon that. Okay, so we know that at least A, B, C, D and then again A, B, C, D is required. Okay, now what can be the other scenario? The other scenario can be that we would be counting the whole part and the leftover part here and the leftover part here. What I am trying to say is, suppose we have A, B, C, D and then we have A, B, C and then here A, then here A. Okay, so we can see that at least A, B, C, D, this is 4, this is 4. Okay, so it might be the case that we would need one more. Okay, one more idea is clear or not, that we are counting the whole part. Okay, we are counting how many times ABCD is required, but the half of ABCD might also be present, like here only. That's why I'm trying to explain here only, like AB is present and CD is needed. Okay, these two part, A, B and C, D, these two part is needed. Okay, so it might be the case, can this case be implied also? So this case can also exist. That's why we might need one more. Okay, one more to cover up this. Why? Because if it is complete, we would count that. If it is incomplete, we need to count it again. Okay, so either one more or the particular. Okay, either what I'm trying to say is either half or full. So if it is full, then we would count it anyways. If it is half, then we would need one more. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is this: suppose we want how many times multiple of 3 is required to cover a number. Okay, what I'm telling you. Okay, suppose this is 3. Okay, and there is given a number n. So we want to know how many times 3 is required so that it would be greater than n. Okay, I'm telling you that. Suppose it is 3, then 6, then 9. If it is like this, then we know that dividing by 3 would give the result. Now, if it is 10 by 3, 10 by 3, so we know that one more is required. If it is greater than one more, then dividing it would give the answer. That is the thing. So now we know that we can get a count C, we can get a count we can get a count C, and the answer can be C and C plus 1. The answer can be C and C plus 1. The count, how we would get? We would get the count by multiplying it the number of times the length A is smaller than length B. Okay, am I clear with this or not? Can I have a quick plus 1 in the chat? After that we would proceed. Can I have a quick plus 1 from Vishal Gupta, Pankhudi Gupta, Srijan, Ankita Kumari, Pothala, Bharti, Varun, from these all people? Okay, Srijan replied, what about Bharti, what about Varun, what about Ankita and Pankhudi, all these people, what about them? Okay, so one people understood, one guy understood. I would be waiting. I would be waiting for reply for the others too. Okay, so now can we move to the implementation? I think we are clear till this. Length of A is already given smaller than B. So how can B be a substring of A? I think Shri Vishal Gupta, you need to understand the question much better. Okay, why? Because I am telling you. Because we are given that A and B. Okay, and we need to multiply B. We need to repeat B many number of times. That is given. Okay, so it is a common problem that many people know. So that is not a problem. You need to understand the question much better because you are in the initial days of programming or problem solving. So you need to focus on the question very much than solving it. You need to at first understand the question. Why you were not able to understand the solution? Because you didn't read the question. In the question it is clearly mentioned that we need to Xerox copy of A and add it to B, add it to the same. That हमारे पास A length, suppose A length is 3 and the program is telling us that how many A is required to make B substring. That is told in the question. Okay, good to go. So we would move to the implementation now. So moving to the implementation, we are given a n as a size. We are storing the size first because every time writing the size is not convenient enough. Now we are storing it in a temp variable and we are storing at first 1 is always required. 1 time is always required. So while a dot size is less than b dot size, then we are adding it and then we are adding the answer also. Okay, so now I have designed a check function which would tell me that if b is a substring of a or not. How? I am telling you, that won't be a problem. So a and b either can be answer, either the answer can be answer or answer can be answer plus 1. Okay, so that is the same thing. So I have again added a plus tp and then b, and if it is also true, then we are returning answer plus 1. If both the condition are not true, then we are reporting answer minus 1. So what we are trying to do is, I am trying to wrap up this. So what we are trying to do is, we are trying to tunnel vision our approach, that how many times A might be required. A might be required this many number of times or one more. Okay. So now about the check function. Now about the check function, we are trying to A dot size and B dot size, and we are trying to, suppose this is A, B, C, D, and we are trying to search CD. Okay, so we would stand at this position and we would search if CD is present. We would stand at this position and search if CD is present. We would stand at this position and search CD is present, and it would be present at this point. So that is what we are trying to do. That upper arrow is I, and the lower arrow for comparing is J here. So a dash I plus j, and if it is not equal to, then we are breaking off the loop. If we don't break off the loop, then we would check it again and again and again. That will be an n square approach. Okay, though that won't be, but I don't just want to optimize upon that. If the length is at the end, if we have reached at the end, then we are returning true. If all this is complete, then we are returning false itself. Okay, so I should be clear with this. Can I have a quick plus 1 in the chat that I am clear? I would if there is any doubt that is persisting, I would be again telling you. That is not a problem. Or if you have any general doubts related to coding, programming, or if you want to discuss something with others, then you can do that. Now we have absolutely timing because the explanation is over. So I would be waiting for 2 minutes. You can ask your doubts, whatever be your doubts. If it is within my reach or if it is within my knowledge, I would try to solve it. Thanks a lot, Ankita. I expect a +1 from everyone else. There are 14 live viewers at the moment, but the number of likes is only 7. So can you please like the video so that like counter would increase and YouTube recommendation would help me. Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot, sir. Okay. Amit sir replied. Okay. Okay, Srijan, what about Bharti? What about the Pankhudi and Vishal and all those people? What about them? What about Varun? What about Yash? Seems like today is an auspicious day because Yash Duvedi and Amit sir came. Sir, please explain the logic once more. Okay, for sure. Okay, what I'm trying to do is we are trying to visualize that answer can be to which extent. Okay, so we are given an a and we need to tell that how many times a is required so that b is a substring of a. Okay, so now we know that if the length of A is smaller than B, then it can never be a substring of then B can never be a substring because because the length of B is greater. So we need to build A. The length of A should be greater than or equal to B to be a substring. Okay, so that is what we are trying to do. We are counting that how many times A is required so that the length of A is greater than or equal to the length of B. Okay, we are doing it here. I am showing you the code. Like while a dash size is less than b dash size, we are doing that. And now we would check for two times, either one is required or for the other remaining incomplete one. So we are checking both, and this function would tell us return true if b is a substring of a, else it would return false. Okay, so I think there is no doubts that is remaining. I would be waiting for 1 more minute. After that I would be turning this session off. Any more doubt that is persisting, I would be replying them. Most welcome, Vishal. By the way, you have a great attitude, great positive attitude that you are able to ask the question. Don't be shy. Don't be shy always, okay? Just ask the question. It's better to ask a question than the doubt should remain within you. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day. If possible, please just like the video and comment the video. Okay, so the number of live viewers is 13, but the number of likes is only 9. So can you please just everyone like the video? Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day. This is me, Siddharth Hazra, signing off. And if you have any doubts that you want to be resolved, you can contact me on LinkedIn. My username is Siddharth Hazra. Okay.